weight pile. Once again, boys, got everything set up. We're pretty much ready to go. I wanted to do some pull-ups and some dips, so I might crank off some dips first thing, man. Oh, let me grab my gloves. Shoot, man, I ain't done much today, man. I've been sitting around the house not doing much of nothing. Let's see what we have here. All messages on. Slide over here to the dip machine. Hey, what's up, Crook? What's going on? What's going on, big dog? Let's see here. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, we got an update on John Chapman. I guess his wife had taken a friend of theirs and went to go see the government about the new Medal of Honor exhibit that they were going to do for Sergeant John Chapman. Who got his Medal of Honor posthumously. He lost his life on Roberts Ridge. The thing about it is, man, I didn't really bring up when the thing about it is, man, I didn't really like point out, you know, to be honest with you, because I didn't feel like it was my place to like really dwell on that part of it. But I seen VHT Valhalla did a video today, which is where I seen this at, so I figured I'd speak on it. But there is a thing, you know, where we don't leave our wounded behind, right? That's why they were on Roberts Ridge to begin with, is because they were attacked when they were trying to drop a helicopter full of Navy SEALs on top of this ridge. They got attacked, and the helicopter spun out, and off, man, I can't remember. I wish I would have looked it up right before. But Roberts got thrown from the back of the helicopter, and they had a whole SEAL team going back in to get him, right? To go pick him back up. And they got attacked. Well, SEAL Team 6, Slavinsky, said, "Hey, Harry, how's it going?" Said that Chapman had passed on. There was no way that he would have survived the explosions and the you know, the shots that he had taken. I showed the video on the live that I did, or the video. I did a long form video on this whole deal, man, and showed the they had the Predator drone, whatever, footage of it. And to be honest with you, Slavinsky kind of took credit for a lot of shit that John Chapman did. First of all, kind of made it to where he was almost not going to get his medal. And then after they seen the footage, they had to go back and give it to him because he's the Air Force combat controller, and he's not like really with them, you know what I mean? Shoot. He was an Air Force controller guy, right? Well, never leave a man behind, right? Well, they left him there by himself. I mean, they said that he was already passed away, but they left him. I mean, that's what it is, boys. They left him. And it took all the way to after this whole deal was pretty much over for them to figure out that, you know, he deserved that Medal of Honor. Because the SEAL team kind of, you know, in the fog of war, I guess. I mean, I'm not the guy, you know, I'm not a military guy, so I try not to get into a lot of that stuff, but he did tell the story like it was pretty much him that was going up the hill there, and Slavinsky left him there. So that's what it is. I mean, as unfortunate as that might be, that's what it is. They left him there. So, whew. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Harry. So they were going to do an exhibit apparently at the Medal of Honor Museum for him and his family. to come up there, and they were showing him where it was going to be at and stuff. Not for his family, but for him, you know, to honor him. So they had his family come up. They showed him basically where the exhibit was supposed to be. Had somebody with him, you know, his wife had other people with her, so that it wasn't going to be like, you know, her word against everybody else's alone, right? But apparently, the government's saying there was never no plans to do no exhibit. That it was always just going to be this picture at the front and then a little bit of his video. But somebody that is actually getting an exhibit is Slabinski, the Navy SEAL, that said that he confirmed. He claimed that he confirmed that John Chapman had passed on. Sergeant John Chapman had passed on. But it just wasn't the case, man. You know, he ended up being alive still, man. Like I said, I'm not a military man. I wasn't there, so there was a lot of stuff that went on that day, you know. So, you know, I don't act like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you what. I'm telling you what on that story and everything. I even told you. I'm telling you what I've seen, the videos that I investigated it. Seems like the dude got a raw deal. Hey gamer, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Seemed like dude got a raw deal, man, for real. Everything got sorted out on the backside, but you know, they kind of tried to block him getting his medals. Now they're kind of like almost like disrespecting him again by saying he's going to get this exhibit, and then they take it back away. You know what I mean? I can only imagine what his family feels like about that deal. She said she had some choice words. She did. His wife, about the whole situation. I think it was either an Instagram post or a Facebook post, but I'm not sure. Just kind of a slap in the face, ain't it? And then the dude that left him there, this is going to get an exhibit too. Even though, I mean, like I said in the other video, to hear everybody tell it, Slabinski's like a solid dude, man. You know, solid soldier, solid special forces guy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, there's always three sides to the story. You know what I mean? There's always three sides to the story. And, you know, we seen the truth in the video, which you would think, like, having the first Air Force combat controller to ever get one, first Air Force Medal of Honor to be given out since Vietnam, and to have video evidence of exactly how it happened and what went down that they could play on the back of the video of the whole deal, you know. You would think that would be like a huge deal, like, you know what I mean? And also, like, what they're always trying to do, you would think it would be a huge recruiting. But just like the other deal with Tillman, they're so butthurt over effing the whole deal up and then trying to get caught covering it up that they just won't go back. You know, they just you know, it's like they still fighting it tooth and nail or something. Like, why? For what? You know what I mean? Oh man. But yeah, man, I thought that was like a raw deal, man. And I feel like the dude should I've never been to this museum. I'm not sure where it's at. But if there's a Medal of Honor museum, you would think that that'd be a good one to have exhibited, at least even for just a limited time, even or whatever. But why tell the family you're going to do it and then be like, nah, we're not doing it? That shit's weird. Oh, let's go do some dips, man. Let's go do some dips. That's the first set. That's the first set. You heard? Oh, man. Sheesh. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, a little update on that deal, man. I don't know if y'all have ever, if y'all watched that video, or if y'all know about the story, which a lot of people don't even know about this story at all. I mean, dude, for real life Rambo, dude. The guy was a monster. After taking many shrapnel and straight on getting shot a bunch of times, he was fighting the you know what I'm saying? He was out there getting her done, you heard? He wasn't gonna give up for nothing, you know what I'm saying? And, he was fighting for his life. Literally, you know what I mean? So, but he was also trying to protect other people, you know? He took out a couple of RPG guys or whatever that were trying to shoot RPGs, I remember correctly. And overall, man, a lot of those Medal of Honor stories, they just sound outlandish. But they're 100% truth because they've had to been corroborated by either 2 or 3 people or something like that, or video evidence, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was the eye in the sky that got that Medal of Honor posthumously given to him. And I think Sergeant John Chapman's a damn hero. And, why not do that? And if there was some kind of mistake, then explain it plainly, you know what I mean? You would think at least you could do that, They just explain it plainly that there was some kind of mistake, Sorry. Big ass dude. Yeah, but he was in here looking at his physique, so I did an extended lap. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. The government's a big deal, and they make up all these weird movies, these weird-ass movies that aren't exactly the truth, when they could go out and make movies about some of these true stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the weird-ass shit, dude. Like, don't make no damn sense. And, yeah, I guess since, the other guy, the Tim Kennedy guy that I was telling y'all about, that wrote a book and was saying that he had done some things that he shouldn't have said he did, and he never probably did them, but it makes us look bad either way. As Americans, he claimed to have, let me tell you what he claims. Let me tell you what he claims. He claims that the AC-130 gunship went off all night, dispatching enemy combatants all over the field. Some of these combatants were playing dead, playing possum, and he didn't want them to spring up in the morning and ambush them on their way to leaving. So he picked them off apparently, is what he's saying. He had a guy with a thermal looking out there for heat signatures and picking them off that were still not allowed to do that. I mean, it makes a cool story for a movie and all that good shit, but you're not allowed to do that. So anyway, I guess a lot of people have been making a lot of noise. I mean, and some people are still enlisted and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that are making a lot of noise about this dude telling outlandish stories. And sure enough, that dude's got a lawyer now. It's been making some comments, you know what I'm saying? Coming from his lawyer, which you would assume. He said that it was true, that the lawyer said it was true that the book happened like in the book, but he was ordered to do so lawfully, which his commanding officer that went on to the show that has been talking about these outlandish stories said, no, that did not happen. Absolutely not. We wouldn't do that. Of course, that's crazy to even think of. And not only that, just, you know, it's just for other countries to, like, say another country somewhere, the guy picks up the book and he's reading it and he's like the press secretary or something of some other country, and he says, hey, big boss man, look at this here. He goes to the warlord or whatever, and he says, hey man, look at this here. This is what they do when they be taking care of us. This is how they be taking care of us, right? And then what? They just start taking care of us like that we be taken care of. You know what I mean? Giving us the same level of health care. You dig what I'm saying to you? That's not good. We want people to not only think it, but you know that it is true that we take care of enemy combatants. You know, when we take POWs in World War II, they wanted to come to the American side. You know what I mean? They didn't want to be caught by the Russians, that's for sure, because the Russians were mighty pissed off. They were, and they was really rough with them. Mike Kings. So you don't want people thinking that we conduct business the same way. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, I had a neighbor one time, right, that lived across the street from me. Joshua Graham, good to see you, brother. I had a neighbor that lived across the street from me one time. He was a little bit older than I was, and he didn't really like me very much. Nevertheless, it has nothing to do with anything. There was a couple times me and him, you know, just didn't get along about a couple things. Well, he was married to a woman and had a kid with her, but he ends up getting caught. He's got a girlfriend that wants to break up with him, and she ends up escaping her home. He waited for her to let the dog out, pushed his way in with a sharp object, and had his way, if you will. And yeah, man, she escaped, ran to the mall, and she was undressed when she did this. So she was in some type of way, you know, to want to get away from him that badly that she would leave her home undressed. Well, after all that, I don't know what happened, but he ended up back at his home on house monitoring. And I'm thinking, like, similar to this thing, like the government covers up this stuff. What do we know that they don't cover up that we don't know about, right? I'm thinking, what's this guy thinking that he doesn't do. If he's willing to do stuff like that, what's he do that he thinks about that he don't do? You know what I mean? That's fucking scary. You know what I'm saying? So I feel the same way about this with the Tillman and the John Chapman and these fake movies and stories that come out that the government has fabricated or covered up or whatever. And it just makes you wonder, like, it makes you go, you know what I'm saying? How far does it go? How bad is it? You know what I'm saying? What do we not know that they've done? You know what I mean? Diamonds. Diamonds. I've filibustered quite long enough. Another thing that I watched today, which I had no idea about. Did y'all know that Sammy the Bull Gravano went back to prison after the whole deal for dealing ecstasy? Did y'all know that? Sorry. Right. I don't know. You should be able to say the E word, but I never knew that. I watched a documentary on HBO Max today. Say what now? Say what now? Vinicus Paula Vadhino. Don't know. Never heard of him. Anyway, what's up? What's up, Corso? What's happening, brother? Call me Smith. What's going on? I think y'all did a pretty decent live, man. I had to get up out of there, man. I was just like totally running the chat up, wasn't I? So I was like, well, I better get up out of here, man. Let's see. You see like 3 inches of just me talking, you know what I mean? No diddy. No diddy. Alright, let's do another set. Man. I haven't even put anything in here. That's two. This is the first Red Bull of the day, too. I ain't even left the house to go get a Red Bull or nothing. Earthquake. No, I'm just playing. Thing's a little bit loose there. Oh, shit, man. He's got his groupies on here, too, but I don't see if he cares. I'm gonna ask him to probably just jump in there, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know, just running it up, wasn't I? Like I got a bunch of good stuff to say. Yeah, right. I know it. I can't see it. Picture that. Oh man, I was watching the dog and stuff, man. And then once I did get yakking with y'all, man, I was in the room just yakking. But yeah, I don't know, man. Look, buddy, I almost didn't even want to do this one today, man. I was just getting ready to walk away, too. He sensed it. Man, you mind? Good. Let's stick this right here. Oh, yeah. Y'all like the new show. Y'all like the new show here. I guess back in the 90s there, man, there was a dude out in Phoenix, Arizona, known as English Sean. Now, English Sean had the connection to LA to get the ills. Well, he pretty much had Phoenix bumping, you know, that was like his little spot. And Sammy the Bull ends up, you know, telling on John Gotti, going to prison for 2 years, I think it was. Or no, maybe it was like 1 year, 2 years, something like that. And then he was supposed to go to witness protection for 2 years. Well, instead of going to witness protection for 2 years, 7 months in, he finds out that his son apparently has money on his head back in New York. So he informs his family, hey, you know, I forget what his name is, dude. I can't remember everybody's name. I'm terrible with that shit, dude. I didn't plan on doing this today, but Sammy Bull's son, he ends up leaving New York, and him and his family, his mom, his sister, and him moved to Phoenix. Well, when they moved to Phoenix, 7 months after being in witness protection, Sammy the Bull goes down to Phoenix and starts living in a house near his family, but he still thinks that there's a good chance that he might get clipped, so he doesn't want to stay in the house with them, you know what I mean? Now to hear them tell it, they start getting to where he needs money. And a dude named something Papa, his last name's Papa though, Mike Papa or something like that, comes to him and says, hey bro, check these things out. We should try to get some of these and get them out there, right? I know a guy. So he says, yeah, let's do that. So, you know, he's getting a couple here and there, but he can't really, you know, get rid of them like talk about, because Sean over here, English Sean over here is just, you know, selling them for way less than what he can do. So English Sean's kind of messing the whole deal up, right? So they go to him, of course, want to set up a meeting. What they do is they go and they end up, what they do? They took like a bunch of, they got one of the kids to run around the rave club, and they robbed him. Told him, hey, tell Sean, get at me. So, of course, he didn't want to meet with them. Or no, he didn't want to meet. So that's what they did. He didn't want to meet, so they went and ripped off one of the dudes at the club. And told him, hey man, tell him to come talk to us, right? Well, he tells his dad what's going on. His dad, or his sister tells his dad that, you know, brother's out there acting crazy, doing wild ass shit. So Sammy goes and busts in the door of his son's apartment, tells him, hey, bub, in no uncertain terms, we gonna knock this shit off, man. Like, I ain't never in my whole life. Sammy the Bull unalived 19 people, according to him. That's what he'll claim to. He said he never dealt any narcotics in his whole life. So he tells his son he's being stupid. Well, later on, he goes to his son, he says, son, what can I do to get you up out of here? He says, well, I need to make like 3 or 4 big moves, and then we can get up out of here. So he moves in and lets his son have some money, and his son goes out to LA and finds his own connect, kind of pressing into English Sean's empire a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Making some noise, kicking up dust. Now he's got supply and demand, right? Well, Sean goes over to the Netherlands or whatever, Holland, and finds out overseas and starts importing them from over there. It's a crazy ass story, dude. So now he can even sell them even cheaper. So he's really messing the game up, you know what I mean? So basically, Sammy the Bull's son goes looking for him like he wants to get him out the way. You know what I mean? He wants to get him out the way. Where we at? Diamonds. He goes looking for him one night, but he ends up missing him, luckily. And even he said he don't know if he could have done it or not, or if he would have, because his son's not really a violent dude, but he's always kind of been pushed into that, you know, like, you're the son of Sammy the Bull, you gotta be out here robbing, and, you know what I'm saying, doing all kinds of, out here doing the most, you know what I mean, basically. And that just wasn't his mom, you know what I mean? He'd been brought up on farms and stuff. You know, Sammy the Bull, I guess, was a real good dad, apparently, according to the show. And, well, the cops get hip. Cops get hip because there's all these raves going on, and even the federal government got involved, I guess. There was like a clip of Biden saying, like, we know where it's at. The raves are out in the middle of the desert. Go arrest the promoters. And it's like, damn, they really did know what was up. So they was after him, you know. They was really showing after him. And they start following him around a little bit. Next thing you know, they see Sammy the Bull coming out of one of the places that one of the phones is connected to for Mike Papa, right? Well, at that point, they're like, well, here we have somebody. They said if he wants to come play in our sandbox, we're going to get him dirty. That's what they said. I couldn't have said it better, I don't think. That's what they said, though. You know what I mean? Oh, weirdo motherfuckers. Last set, boys. Last set, and then we're going to do some burpees and calf raises. Calisthenics day, boys. Let's go. So once they find out Sammy Bull's involved, they're real interested. You know what I mean? Super interested. Super interested. Well, they go and put a wiretap on his phone. They can't catch him doing nothing, man. They can't catch him doing nothing, dude. Not on the phone, nothing. In the office, nothing. And then one time, he sends for money to get sent from his ex-wife over to him to facilitate a transaction. And the money counter ends up counting it wrong somehow. He makes a phone call immediately. While the money counter is still counting it for the second time, he calls like, no, that's supposed to be 70. No. The what? She's like, what? And then they hang up. And then like a couple minutes later, the daughter calls back and says, no, we're straight. And it's like, man, and that's where they got him. So, Sean finds out that apparently he finds out that he's got a price on his head, so he flies in a dude, the wild man. He flies in this dude, the wild man, right? And basically what happened is, I think they ripped off one of Sean, they ripped off one of Sean's dudes, Schoolie. They ripped him off, right? Knocked him out of the bathroom, went through his pockets. That's when he found out he had a price on his head. He got a dude come over from over the pond, right? He said, yeah, I'm gonna bring my buddy in. We'll find out what the fuck y'all talking about then when I bring my buddy in. Bullet Tooth Tommy, you heard? So, he's like, hell no. Nobody steals from my boy, right? Nobody steals from my boy. we're gonna go make this square. So they go to Sammy the Bull's son's house. That's what got him wanting to go, get him. They go to Sammy the Bull's son's house, and his wife and kids there, they make them get on the ground, rob the place, take everything, TVs, all of it. So things heating up, At the same time, they got Mike Papa. His phones are all tapped. So, I guess they figure this thing's boiling, we better go on and get it. It was only 6 months they was in business before they kicked the doors in. And next thing you know, they got everybody, the whole Sammy the Bull's family, the daughter, the mom, the son, everybody's in lockup, boys. And Sammy's trying to figure out how bad it is, And basically, the feds step in, and like he's thinking he's gonna beat it, man. They ain't really have nothing on Sammy, really. They had a whole bunch of stuff on his son, a little bit of stuff on his daughter, and not really much on him at all, right? Well, the feds step in and basically tell him, like, you're gonna have to take this 20. You're gonna have to take this 20, or we're gonna give your son the chunk of it, you know what I'm saying? Well, old boy, Sammy the Bull, he takes the time, man, for his kids, I think, what do we got here? What we got here? Mike Kings now? Are we diamonds or we're Mike Kings? What did we just do, boys? Did we just do diamonds or we just did Mike Kings? Or we just did the Bucks? Yeah, I don't know what we just did. I was talking. But yeah, Sammy ended up taking the time for his family, so his family wouldn't get jacked up, and they ended up getting off scot-free. Well, the Sean English dude, he just kept on rocking, dude. He kept on doing his thing. And with them out the way, he was pretty much the only game in town. Oh. And Mike Papa sang like a canary, pretty much. Like, they got him in there, and Mike Papa pretty much dropped the low on everything that was going on, and, he got it out the way. Well, the dude's Cooley ends up being Sean English, Sean's little brother. Like, he's like his best friend, right? Well, when he brings the wild man over, he ends up hooking up with some woman, and they're basically like slinging 300-400 people a day coming through this building, right? School's like, man, we're all gonna get hit over this deal. So he goes and buys smoke grenades and throws a smoke grenade in there. Try to get everybody to clear out. Well, I guess it ended up hitting old boy's girl like right in the face, and it burned her face, left a mark on her face. Thanks for letting me know, bro. We'll do them again. Or for the first time, whatever. So the dude says he's gonna kill old Schoolie for that. Disrespectful. Man, tomorrow we don't have 2 more weeks till we get cables. I got my own cable fly handles, and I got my own yoga mat coming tomorrow. This is the last time we're using, hopefully, last time we're using community mats. I think that was it, dude. We need this for breakfast. So, old Schoolie gets to stepping, right? He ain't stupid, right? I'm gonna get to moving. He goes on out of state. Well, what happened is he really felt like they was like Sean English. Sean was kind of like using everybody else instead of him. Like he was getting left behind, even though he was supposed to be the little brother, you know what I mean? Well, when he took off, he didn't have no money, didn't have no support from nobody. Well, he started writing stupid checks. And guess what? He ends up getting hemmed up on writing bad checks. So he says to him, how do I get out of this? He said, well, tell me something I don't know. So he told him about what was going down out there. And he's like, how can we even believe you? So Schoolie goes and gets him a stack of airplane tickets this big, man. That shit was big as shit, dude. Probably like 2.5 inches worth of 80, 90 something airplane tickets. And they was like, all right, we're gonna go check into this. And that's when they got him. That's when they got English Sean. Took down Wild Man, Wild Woman, the whole bang. I was sitting there watching it this morning, wondering when the cops was gonna come in. As soon as I went back in from smoking this morning, I went back in. That's exactly when the cops came in. It was like no stop, press play, and that's when the cops came into the store. Sheesh. I ain't even counting, man. And I didn't get the thing. And I didn't get the thing to do the damn calf raises. Let's go get it. Hell yeah. Might be able to get up out of here a little bit earlier than usual. I'm already here. Usually it's a little bit later. Last night was super late, dude. I didn't even get here till like 9 o'clock last night. Grab this here. Stool. I need to get a counterweight too, though. Yeah, dude. Oh, easy. Leave some paint on the door for everybody else. Leave some paint on the door for everybody else, why don't you? You heard? Shaved my face off today too, boys. Did. Need to get a haircut badly, but I don't know, man. I wanted to get my hair cut, but at the same time, I won't be messing my hair up, dog. That won't be messing my hair up, but I don't like nobody else doing it. So where are we at? What do we do? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's a fucking conundrum. Damn conundrum. Hey, Will B, good to see you, Bubba. Sheesh. Oh, man. Oh, boys. I was thinking about something today, man. And I know sometimes I probably come off as a dick or something, or as an asshole or something like that, you know. But, you know, when I make an opinion, like I'm not easily swayed to another opinion by everyone liking another opinion. Like if there's like a really good reasoning behind it, and I'm just being stupid and wrong, which done that countless times. Yeah, buddies. Yeah, buddies. Hell, I've even argued points I didn't know I was wrong, and then I was like, fuck, what are we going to do now? I was wrong. not just gonna change my mind because everybody else's mind is something on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I don't care about that shit, man. I really don't. I think it's a fucking publicity stunt. He tried to start shit with fucking what's his name right before this, with Adam and God damn it. I mean Adam and Tom McDonald, but he also tried to start shit with somebody else not that long ago, man. That's how he does it though, dude. Like that's what church does, man. That's what he does though, dog. He makes diss tracks to get his shit popping. He'll probably make a song he'll probably drop a song when he's fitting to drop this album or whatever, if he does. Which I doubt he'll even make a song on that trash. Like, I wouldn't even make us, fuck, I couldn't even respond to that trash ass fucking bullshit the dude did. Shit. That's just sounds like some old shit that he had from fucking 3 years ago. I think dude's weird. I do. Man, let's go. Let's go. I'm just not on some wishy-washy type shit. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I don't think like this, so everybody's not thinking like me. Maybe I'm wrong. That's definitely not how I fucking think. Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. I don't even know who that dude is, man. So, I don't have a dog in it. I don't have a dog in it, but I do think that it's just hip hop. I mean, I think it's just rap music. But besides that, I really don't have any other thoughts on it. I mean, I don't know. I guess I care for that type of music more than I do any type of mainstream music, but it is kind of pandering. Like, it is kind of pandering to the fucking dumb shit. Like, oh, I drive my truck, I drink my beer, fucking bullshit, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, there's a amount of that you can do, man, but that can't just be like your whole thing, dude. Let me jack my truck up, brand fucking new to the sky, put fucking $50,000 in it and never take it on in the mud. You know what I mean? It's just like fucking what? If that's your deal though, I ain't mad at you. It's just not my deal. That's the thing, man. Like, I don't care, for real. If you want to do that, that's cool, man. If you want to make music about what beer you drink and I don't know, dude. I mean, I know there's some of that in country music in general, the pandering to us rednecks out here, but also at some point it's almost like insulting to our intelligence. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. But if you don't think that way, I'm not mad. Like, but I'll tell you. Don't let me have my own point of view, though. If I had my own point of view, then I'd probably be on the spectrum or some shit. You know what I mean? 20 and 10. Push miles. 2 more. 2 more. But that being said, once I say something, man, you can pretty much fucking know that that's what I said. That's what I'm gonna say that shit today. I'm gonna say it tomorrow. I'm gonna say it when you're not here. I'm gonna say it when you're across the road, when you're at your mama's house. I'm still gonna say the shit no matter what the fuck, what, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna matter. Five more. Easy money. Easy money. Oh man. 5 more. There's 4 more. Oh man. Vice got a really good Kimbo Slice documentary. They do. They do. Phew, man. I wish I did care more about that shit though, man. I don't know, man. Like, the first 2 days I was interested in it, man. You know what I mean? And then when I seen exactly what was going to come out from Adam Calhoun, like, I was like, what the fuck? And he's better than that too. Like, I don't even know if he's just being lazy. He lost his ghostwriter. What happened? Yes, sir. Gee. I don't know, man. A lot of people probably not gonna like me because of that too. That's alright though. You know what I mean? That's okay. Not everybody gotta like me. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you gotta come to grips with in life. Not everybody's gonna like you. I came to grips with that shit a long time ago. Man. Yeah, man. Not everybody gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, you gotta be who you gonna be. You can't be who you're not gonna be just to be somebody for somebody else, man. Fuck that bullshit. No thank you. No thank you. I mean, it's hard to say you don't care nothing about what other people think, because obviously everyone cares about what other people think, but you ain't gotta change your opinion just because somebody don't like it. Shit, you ain't gotta change your opinion if your best friend don't like it. You know what I mean? Or if your mama don't like it, your old lady don't like it, you ain't gotta change your opinion. People out here think the earth's round, you know? I mean, shit. People out here don't believe in Sasquatch. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, I know it. Oh man, that might be actually pretty decent, man. I am a pretty decent Bubba Sparks fan though. Ugly, ugly, ugly. You heard? This new booty. Bring it back to me. I like his newer stuff too. I haven't listened to him in a while though. That country folk song is awesome, dude. I really like that. I'm surprised that didn't bang out, man, for real. Nobody liked that. I'm surprised. I forget what album that is, man, but that whole album's pretty good, man, for real. That shit is rocking, dude. That shit is rocking, man. All right, let's do some squats and some lunges, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Sure as fuck I'm not gonna be scared to say something that I believe. Just because somebody else is talking some other shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I haven't thought about listening to him in a while. You know what I mean? I do like Bubba Sparks though. Let's go get this. Let's go get this money right here. Let's go get this money right here. Something slight. For real. Something slight. Shit ain't nothing. It's easy money right here, man, but I'm still been trying to take it kind of light on my knees, boys. Been trying to take it light on my knees, man. I know. I'm fucking old though, man. I'm an old ass man. Old ass man out this bitch, you heard? Let's try to get these in, man. I'm saying, man, somebody out there listening to Africa, man, have the courage to be you, man. You know what I'm saying? Have the courage to be you one time, man. Fuck. Everybody else talking about, man. I ain't hearing it. Did it? I ain't hearing that. Yeah, buddy. 10 more. 10 more. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that Kimbo Slice documentary was really good, man. They did a hell of a job for the dude, man, for real. I thought he told his story really good. Really good. Imagine if he didn't have a large heart and all that, man. Imagine that. All he did, having an irregular heart like that, it's crazy. We gotta mark these down. I don't want to do any more of these than we have to. They had his son on there. They had Kimbo's son on there. They had, like, I guess his best friend that helped him. The guy that was involved in all the online porno stuff. Shoot. Oh, man. Man, damn. But yeah. I guess his ticker ended up getting him at the end, man. Hey, Jason, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Oh, man. I've never even seen that Dada 5000 fight. I didn't know that even happened. They said it was a terrible fight, though. They both gassed out. He couldn't do nothing, man. But that's probably because they kept saying he needed cardio, but his heart was like giving out on him the whole time. And he didn't want to tell nobody because they tell him he couldn't fight. And he just wanted to fight. That's half of them. Let's try to get 10 more. Let's try to get 10 more, man. Yeah, buddy, these I ain't really been doing them last week, or not last week, last exercise. Last calisthenics day, I did burpees, calf raises, squats and lunges. I did the full workout. My knees been feeling pretty decent, but they still yakking up sometimes. Tell you this though, I wasn't really sore from shoveling snow though. Usually I'd be wrecked from shoveling snow. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really bother me though. Man, him something to drink, man. Get a stab off this water here. Get a stab off this water. It's agua here. Yeah, boys. Oh man. Got 2 more sets, man. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to really rustle up some 1-2 here, man. We gotta rustle up some 1-2 here, man. Sheesh. And then after this one, get on that elliptical machine. You already know that, though. You already know. Oh. Let's go, let's get it, let's go, let's get it, let's go, let's get it, let's go. Something slight. Something slight. Yep. Yep. 8, 9, she's up. 10. Whoa, whoa. 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5. Let's get 5 more. 5, 6. Yep. 7. Yeah, buddies. Yeah, buddies. Where my dogs at? Sheesh. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Yeah, buddy. One more. Uno mas. Por favor. Uno mas. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Almost that, boys. Nearing the very end of the episode here, y'all. Nearing the very end of the episode here. In case you was wondering, elliptical for 30 minutes after this. Elliptical for 30. You dig? Get our heartbeat going. Say it with your chest. Ah! Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yep. to get 20 on. Let's try to get 20. Half of them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Sheesh. Oh man, boys, this ain't no bullshitting right here. This ain't no bullshitting. You can think I've done enough, but then it wouldn't really bother me that bad, but you would be wrong. You would be wrong. These suck. Big donkeys. Oh yeah, these. All that. Yes, sir. No, thank you. May I have another? Sheesh. Let's go, boys. Let's take this bitch over here and drop it off. I'm gonna take care of the end of this episode here. I'm gonna go on the elliptical for 30 minutes. We're going live for an hour and 15, so that should be plenty. Sweating to the oldies. Sweating with an oldie. Something like that. I don't know. Talking big shit now. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh man, boys. Let's go back here. Yo. Hiya. Bet you would paint them all red. Oh yeah. This is jack to the sky now. We jack to the sky now, dog. Dizzy dang. Alright, let me set her up here. Whew. Yeah, so basically, Sergeant John Chapman, Medal of Honor winner, Air Force combat commander, one of the baddest ever walked the planet. Took a whole slew of them goat herders with him when he left. And thank God he did, because it probably saved a whole bunch of Americans when he did it. So damn, if somebody don't deserve an exhibit, hell with it, man. They lose more money than they spend, they can give the dude an exhibit. For sure they could. And man, there's a countless things, man, that I've been listening to lately that are driving me insane, bruh. Did you know? Just for shits and giggles, did you know, before we get out of here, the reason you can't buy a Toyota Hilux is because of chickens. Anyway, I know, sounds fucking crazy, but it's the truth, y'all. The reason you can't buy a brand new Toyota Hilux, which is way fucking better than a Tacoma, and the new Hilux they got is like a flatbed Jewel, which is even fucking cooler with a cab over gimmick, kinda. the reason you can't have that as an American is because of chickens. I know, blew my mind. Listen, be good to yourself now. Don't be so hard on yourself like I am. Believe me, man, I don't need no help. I'm pretty much my hardest critic, believe me. I haven't really been wanting to get on the lives, man, because imposter syndrome or some shit probably. Who knows, man? Like, I don't even know. Like, fucking, I feel like fucking weird sometimes, man. But thank goodness that you guys support me like you do, and I see all the comments, and you know, comments coming from people that I haven't got comments from a while, and it gives me incentive to get back on here, man, and to do a lot with y'all. I like hanging out with y'all. That's the thing, man. That's the weird thing is, I don't know, man. It's definitely me, man. It's something fucking weird with my thinking and shit, dog, for real. So, that being said, man, probably just some bipolar fucking disorder bullshit. Anyway, yourself, man. Not so hard on yourself like I am. And tell loved ones you love them. Catch y'all next time.